Welcome back to, I suppose, Spyro Part 12, I believe we're at. If you can, please do give us a follow on the old Instas at Midget2Me. Yes, it's play on words for my initials. MJT, you know, it's Midget. It's pretty clever. Anyway, just in case anyone was wondering what the hell this name is about, and that was not well managed. Anyway, we should be going into Metalhead to finish this one up, finish up Beast Makers. Usually pretty simple. I don't want to talk to you. Good, managed to get the treasure. But first, I gotta remember to go around here. I gotta go get that key that's on that ledge over there. I don't know why I'm walking all the way around here, because I should have just walked straight across. I'm always a bit pedantic, like I've said before, a bit pedantic about the old treasure trove, not getting caught out without getting all the treasures and all the delicious monies. Lovely. Wow, I walked past that. It should have been a lot better. Excellent. 300 to 300. Let's go into the Metalheads. Obviously, the fourth boss level. Getting right stuck in. Now, I've always... It's always very funny seeing them yeet like these smaller orangutans that we've now established are actually orangutans, because I shouldn't need to, but bloody hell, like I'll put it on screen. Why not? I'll put it up on screen of the weird looking orangutan, which didn't look like orangutans in the original. Oh god. They made a better sound before when you'd charge those guys with the metal encasing their heads, because it looked like proper armor in the original one, whereas now it just looks like, well, ironically it looks like they've got a bucket on their head. Not that that's not thematically relevant toward the level. Metalhead, just put a steel bucket on their head. Makes a lot of sense, but equally, come on. Anyways. Delightful tea. Loved it. Yes, I'm clearly without much of, lots of haste, not a lot of objective currently. Let's get through it. Have I really not got that guy yet? Oh. What a prat. But now that you freeze the frame, well, not freeze frame, I'm not freeze framing nothing. But when you look at it very closely, you do notice that those little guys with the armor on, they are hurling bananas at you, like an entire collection of bananas. And like, I guess you're right. But sheesh, things become a lot more clear to me now. Like, it's a discovery process. We're all here just learning from each other. Sadiki. Rescued Sadiki. Come on, I hope I can get through all this. Don't get zapped. Oh, well, got worse than that. Look at this. This is prompt. Mostly prompt. He's eating the actual big orangutan. That's wild. I love it. Love this game. Just it's incredible. The just the playstyle being so simple. Because we don't need overly complicated games. Like, this is ultimately just a very much a more sophisticated platform game, much like a Crash Bandicoot. Now that's a game I want to play. Crash Bandicoot. I want to play that one again. That remastered sort of thing, the first 3, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? Let's delve into Crash Bandicoot. Let's do that. That's going to be one of our playthroughs we want to do. Oh, I'm sure that if you're old enough, the original Stormy Ascent and the original playthroughs of where, you know, if you didn't get past if you died, I think a certain amount of times, you get backtracked further across the world maps. That was an unforgiving game. Like, but goddamn, probably. Would that be better than Mario? Please send a comment. You know, just tell me what you think. Like, I'm very curious as to, like, if people perceive Crash Bandicoot to be as elevated in stature as your Mario's. Now, I anticipate no. I feel like Mario is a cultural phenomenon. And heck, some Mario Party. Love me some of that. And it brought Super Smash Bros. You know what? Disregard the whole comment. I don't think Spyro. I don't think Crash Bandicoot's gonna eclipse the platform game of Mario, purely just because of what Mario's done for other elements of games. Like, I think it was the first mover in racing kart games for a series. Like, yeah, that would have been the first of the racing kart series. Because then Crash Bandicoot. Whether they had it in the works at the same time or not, I have a feeling that they just kind of, you know, stole it from them. Like, there's no faulting that, you know. It's a good formula. Take the formula. Heck, you don't have to be original, you just have to do it well, right? And talking about not being original but just doing it well, I'm curious as to why it is that a game like your Destiny, which is ultimately not too dissimilar from many open world games, level up games. I'm not using particularly sophisticated language here, and I'm sure I could get heavily berated for getting this very wrong. But Destiny did so much right in the original Destiny, not the second Destiny. Like, I feel like they fell off there. And I suppose it was just kind of like, not that I was hugely into Destiny at the time, but there was just some satisfaction with 10-hour sessions, leveling up, grinding, farming certain resources. That was a dope game. That was a really good game. And the second one just didn't quite capture that same magic. Excuse me. Just didn't quite capture that same mistake, that same beauty. And I think it could be in part because it was too similar to the original. And obviously, a sequel, let's be honest, sequel games, sequel movies, you know, they're not always that good. They can be a little bit of just profiting off of the successes of the previous title, whether it's, a video game. And I suppose a really good example of this is, well, your Star Wars, isn't it? Like, the sequel trilogy, quote unquote, I choose to ignore that it ever existed. That's just more or less my coping mechanism for something being butchered so badly. Wow, I didn't realize he'd chase me. But it being butchered so badly, but they got all their money just on, the really strong work of the original trilogy, and whether you like it or not, the prequel trilogy, wow, that did not go well for me. Let's get this life back. Let's get some sparks back. But it's that sort of vibe where you're just resting on, this was really good here. Much in the same way that Marvel's like that as of right now. Like, what? We're in what do they call their trilogies? Like sequel 4 or part 4 or season 4, whatever they call it. Boy, it's not going well. I don't know why I went down, but you can tell that it's not as good as what it was when we had Endgame and Infinity War, because those were extraordinary. It was just because you could see that they had a plan. Nowadays it just seems more obscure, less of a plan. I'm not saying that there aren't Marvel heads out there, but sheesh, I feel like for the rest of us lay population who aren't as invested in the Marvel comics and knowing that whole lore, it's a bit lost on us. But anyway, if you have enjoyed my nonsense, my nonsense ramblings, please give us a like rating, a comment, a share. You can always give us a follow on the Instagrams and all of those other things, and I'll just let this gameplay play out, and I'll catch you guys later on. That Instagram handle will be popping up shortly, so please do give us a follow. It really does help me out, and I hope you all have a very splendid afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you're at. Alright, bye!